Pepper them down. Pepper them down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Nina Las Vegas. I'm an artist, producer. I run my own record label, NLV Records, and I DJ. Over the next 5 videos, I'm going to talk you through the basics of DJing. We'll go over beat matching tracks, so songs play together at the same speed, mixing tracks together smoothly using the controls, using correct phrasing to make sure the sections of the songs align nicely, mixing tracks that are in key and sound really good together, and finally, choosing songs to play and building a killer set. Let's go. Let's talk about beat matching. This is a super important part of DJing, making sure that tracks will flow together smoothly. Beat matching simply means matching the tempo or BPM of 2 tracks so they can play side by side without clashing. As much as I love a good train wreck, I'd rather things in time. Lining up your tracks is super easy in Serato. You can either manually pull up the pitch slider so the BPMs line up, like so. Or you can use the sync function. Sometimes, although the display says your tracks are in sync, it can sound a little out of time when you play them together. To fix this, you use the jog wheel, which allows you to push or pull the songs forwards or backwards so they line up correctly. Because of this, I never ever judge anyone that uses the sync button or function. It's great, it can make beat matching so fun, and it still requires you to listen. Another hot tip, it's important to remember touching the sides of the platter will push and pull the track, and when you touch the top of the platter, it scratches like a vinyl record. This is kind of the best and worst thing about vinyl mode. You have full control over the track, but you can also accidentally stop the song or get out of time. You can always turn off the vinyl mode when you have no need for scratching or backspinning, which I often do. When I play, I'm always flicking between the 2 modes. It makes it more fun and in tune with my style of DJing, which is often fast mixing and lots of jogging. It takes practice to get the physical movement right and train your ears to hear the songs when they need adjusting. For genres like house and techno where you have a solid 4/4 kick rhythm, the easiest way to beat match together is to pay attention to the kicks as they will ground the whole track. And you can see them on the WAV in your Serato. What I'm playing you today is what I like to call club music, a broader term for music I play out, which is just in clubs, which also has a solid 4/4 kick pattern and very easy to beat match. For genres such as hip hop or drum and bass, it might be easier to focus on the snare to really ground the rhythm, or just get to know the song back to front. Ultimately, it varies genre to genre, even track to track. It can take some time and practice to train your ear, but you can beat match on the run after doing it a million times.
I'm on this way for you, waiting to them. They do jazz.
DJ mixers and controllers offer us a ton of options for creating super cool transitions between songs. But we've got to understand how they work first before we go wild. Depending on the music you're playing, you can do slow, smooth transitions so the audience barely notice the song has changed. Very classy. On the other hand, you can be abrupt and create fast and dramatic changes, or anything in between. This controller has 3 EQ knobs and 1 filter knob, which is standard for most DJ controllers and mixers. The EQ has bass, middle, and treble. For a lot of dance music, the bass knob gives us access to the kick and the bass. The middle knob is typically where the vocals and synths lie. The treble knob will control the high end, which often includes hi-hats and percussion. Controlling EQs is even more important when you're playing loud, in a club or a house party. You see, on a big sound system, when you have both low ends playing at full capacity at once, it becomes really muddy and really boomy. And warning, the sound guy is gonna hate you real bad for going in the red. The filter knob allows us to remove out bass or treble frequencies, depending on which way we turn it. I'm using the DJ-202, which has a super handy built-in filter with a dedicated knob. Turning it to the left takes out the high end and gives us a kind of underwater effect. Turning it to the right will suck out the bass frequencies and make the sound really thin, allowing us to drop back in for that added impact. Phrasing is all about starting track B at the right time so the sections line up with track A. Most dance music follows an 8-bar pattern. With some practice, eventually it will become second nature and you won't have to count along. Trust me, you really do pick up the way music works fast. It's good to pay attention to this so your sets flow smoothly and you can avoid having some songs drop out awkwardly at the wrong moment. It's also amazing for build-ups. I'm going to play Fora's Can't Get My Head Around It now. You'll hear a really short intro for a dance track, 8 bars, then a drop, then a second half of the drop, and then a breakdown. All in groups of 8. This is the intro. 1 bar, 2 bars, 3. It's 4. Straight into breakdown. This is where I'd mix out of or really amp the audience up. Harmonic mixing means playing tracks together that are in the same key or in keys that complement each other. It's a great way to avoid having tracks clash or sound dissonant and a little bit off when playing out. A lot of DJ software uses something called the Camelot system or Camelot wheel, which is a method of labeling the keys of songs and knowing which ones will work well together. Instead of keys being written as C or C minor, B flat, like they would in classic music theory, they're represented by numbers and letters, 7A, 5A, 5B, that kind of thing. This is a system that Serato uses and is a great way to choose songs that sound like they belong with each other. Basically, songs in a key with the same numbers will work together, and songs with keys one number up or down, or A and B, will also work together. I'm going to play Big Skis up, which is 5A, into Pepperdem by Magugu, which is 6A.
We never fold and never fold in our lives. Come again, I'm inside. It's a vibe, recognized. Going live. For all my people, we up, cause we up. Playing alive. Come again, I'm inside. It's a vibe, recognized. Going live. For all my people, we up, cause we up.
Pepper them down. Pepper them down. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm going to go into something else now, just so it shows you. I'm going to go in from Pepperdem Magugu into the Shake Up by Demila. Pepperdem by Magugu is 6A and the Shake Up is 5A.
Energy like really short down. Pepper them down. Pepper them down. Pepper them down. Take out, pepper them, pepper them, pepper them. Pepper them down. Pepper them, pepper them. Pepper them down. Yeah, yeah. Pepper them down. Pepper them, pepper them. Pepper them down.
Bear in mind that if you're mixing a track during a drum break or a drum club track and there's no melody or harmony, you can mix tracks in any keys. A blessing. Knowing harmonic mixing is a great tool, but don't let it stress you out or restrict you into only playing songs in certain keys. No one really cares. There are always great ways to get around tracks that are in clashing keys. You just have to play around with it. Harmonic mixing is just a rule of thumb. Feel free to experiment with it, but don't be a slave to it.
I could really just tell whenever she's scared, she licked.
You could be the best technical DJ in the world, but if you don't know how to build a set, select cool songs, find cool music, or play to an audience, none of that will matter. When most people see a DJ play, they really don't pay attention to the transitions. They just listen to the music and dance. Playing consistent, high-energy bangers is a lot of fun, but is it sustainable for a long period of time for dancers? Great DJs have peaks and troughs of energy throughout. Having moments of lower energy make the exciting moments hit even harder. Also, you have to be okay to give the crowd a chance to get a drink or talk to someone. I know personally, I like a dance floor break, a mid-set yarn, so I always make sure to plan one, and I'm okay if people walk away for a second. It's always a great idea to have a selection of tracks up your sleeve that act like filler tracks, so you can throw them in between higher energy songs. For example, playing a track that's very repetitive or just has a few elements, like a drum track, can create tension in a set and leave people wanting the next song. If you're able to deliver an amazing track afterwards, the tension and relief can be so powerful. And always be prepared to have some no-brainers in your cart. Big songs that will 100% go down well. Floor fillers, we all have them, but you have to make sure you like them. My final bit of advice? Dance, enjoy it. It's a privilege.
Energy like really short down. Pepper them down. Pepper them down. Pepper them down. Take out, pepper them, pepper them, pepper them. Pepper them down. Pepper them, pepper them. Pepper them down. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah.